Hey guys, hope you're good. It's just Andy here. So look, what I wanted to do is go through just to help you out, just run through the nutrition a bit more. Just to kind of basically go over what I've actually uploaded into the group, so that you guys just a little bit more clear on everything which I want you guys to do in order to get the results that we want to deliver you. Now it's Wednesday today, so by now you should have done all this stuff. All right, you should have gone through this stuff in order. If this is the first time you're seeing this, then you need to go and start from here. All right, but I'm pretty sure all you guys have actually cracked on with it. This one here is super important, so if you've not yet done this, make sure you do that. A few of you still need to do that, so go in there and tell me what you want. Okay. So look, what I want to do, as I said, is go through the nutrition. So I'm going to run through that now. This won't take massive amount of time, but hopefully it will help you out. So basically what we're doing in this first couple of weeks is looking to help reset your metabolism and your hormones, get your body working a whole lot better from the inside out. Okay, so what we're doing there is we're basically cutting out all the shite from your diet, anything which would cause like basically like kind of like an imbalance or something negative within your body, or something that you may be intolerant to, or something which could like cause inflammation within your body, which isn't going to help anything as well. Okay, so I said we're booting out all those things, and then we are basically loading your body up with fresh, natural, wholesome foods to make sure that you're giving your body what it needs. Okay, if you're someone who's had a bit of a relatively processed diet, maybe you eat like a lot of like jarred foods or canned foods, or like even microwave foods, or like basically shop bought stuff which has like obviously been made by someone else for you to eat, then the chances are that right now in your fat cells you're kind of loaded right up with kind of like toxins basically from and chemicals from these foods you've been eating. Okay, so it's one of the things we're doing within the actual first phase of nutrition is actually getting all that shite out of your body. Okay, so actually giving your liver in particular a good chance to actually say, right, we've not got this crap coming in anymore, so what we can do now is actually process it. Okay, your liver's brilliant at processing stuff. Okay, it basically process all the when you eat something, your liver's actually going to kind of process the nutrients and stuff that come through. When it comes to like toxins, if you're eating basically your liver's like your detox organ sort of thing, and if you're kind of constantly overloading it with like toxic or pollutant food sort of thing, and yes, booze counts as in this as well, then your liver can deal with so much, but it's not going to be able to cope with everything that's going in there. Okay, so what happens is when your liver can't cope with everything, it actually ends up, you'll end up storing these toxins within your fat cells. Okay, now surrounding the toxins in the fat cells will actually be a load of water as well, because what your body does, it kind of dilutes it, okay, in order to store it within those fat cells. Okay, so within these first couple of weeks, one of the things we're going to do is actually get all that shite out of your body. Okay, that's why typically in the first like few days you might get a few headaches, or you might feel a bit crap, or you might get the odd spot or something. Basically what's happened is you're no longer putting the crap in your body, which means your body is able to now release it from the fat cells into the bloodstream and actually deal with it and process it. Okay, so that's what's happening there. It doesn't usually last much longer than a few days. Okay, after that time you'll find your energy levels go up and you start feeling a whole lot better. Skin and hair and nails will all start looking in much better condition as well, and you'll be on a cloud nine within no time. Okay, so that's what we're doing these first couple of weeks. Okay, so as a byproduct of getting healthy, you're going to drop a bunch of fat. You're going to drop get rid of all this toxic crap that your body's been storing within the fat cells there as well. Okay, so this is the stuff that you're getting rid of. Okay, so you should have read this, and you should be well on your way of it already. So we'll kind of just brush over it. So wheat, gluten, and yeast. So we're binning those things off. Okay, if you're unsure of a food, then just Google it. Okay, just Google it is the easiest thing, or just pipe up in the comment section here and ask me, and I can tell you as well. Google might be faster depending on what I'm up to at the time. Dairy as well. Okay, so we've got rid of dairy, some milk, cheese, yogurt, butter, all that sort of stuff. Caffeine, so yeah, teas, coffees, green tea, Red Bull, we get all that stuff out. And yes, decaf stuff we get rid of as well, guys, as well. So if you're drinking a hot drink that says decaffeinated, then steer clear of that and shoot for like a herbal tea or a fruit tea instead. You want to get, there's no problem with drinking like a naturally caffeine-free thing, but I don't want you going for a decaf or substitute there, because it's kind of had the caffeine kind of chemically removed, and a lot of the time it's actually kind of not that great for you. Okay, and also within those within those decaf products, there still actually is a level of caffeine in that as well, interestingly enough. Okay, so booze. Okay, if you can't get rid of booze for 2 weeks, then you know, just have a try harder, because no one on this program should be struggling to get rid of booze for 2 weeks. Okay, so you basically want to get that right out of the system. Okay, you know, alcohol is a poison itself. You know, I'm not like anti-booze at all, despite the fact I don't drink. But as I said, we want to get your body working for you rather than against you. One of the things we want to do is get that shite out of your body. Okay, one thing that happens when you're drinking alcohol is your body, because it is a poison, your body will actually treat it as such, and it wants to eliminate it as quick as possible. So when the alcohol goes in your body, it's going to stop what it's doing, like whether it's digesting like a you know, the food you're just eating at lunch or whatever. It's going to stop what it's doing, or divert blood away from that, and actually then start trying to immediately get the alcohol out of your system as well. Okay, so it's actually going to be diverting its attention from doing stuff that it needs to do in order to kind of just get this poison out of your body. Okay, so it's a bit of a bummer. All right, added sugar. So you know, anything that you're chucking sugar on or that's got added sugar in it. We're talking about syrups here as well, guys. Any packaged processed foods, artificial sweeteners, all that sort of stuff. Okay, yeah, not great. What happens with sugars and, you know, loads of starchy carbs as well? You'll actually spike your blood sugar levels. Your body will send out insulin, which will generally send out too much. That will then do a whole bunch of stuff, including opening up your fat cells and basically pulling in the glucose from the bloodstream into the fat cells and actually storing it as fat in there, which isn't what you want. Another thing that'll happen is when it sends out too much insulin, your blood sugar is actually going to then drop, which means that you're going to then start craving the sweet, sugary, salty shite, which got you into trouble in the first place. Okay, so vicious cycle. Processed foods, okay, pretty obvious with that one. Okay, if you're eating ready meals and you're on this nutrition program, then you're on the wrong program. Or you've just not read it. So amend one of those things either way. So stuff you can eat. Okay, basically, if it's not on that above list, then you're cool. All right. So fresh, natural, wholesome foods. Okay. Bottom line, guys, if your diet consists of foods which are made up of one ingredient, then you're not going to be going too far wrong. What I mean by that is, you know, a single ingredient food, chicken, another one broccoli, another one rice, cinnamon, all those things. Okay, so you know, any one ingredient you can obviously combine with a whole bunch of other single ingredients to make whatever the hell you want. But so long as your diet consists of you know pretty much all, like 100% of single ingredient foods, then you're not going to be going too far wrong, and you've got the foundation set in there. If we're talking about potatoes and grains, yes, you can eat that stuff, okay, for sure. So rice, quinoa, millet, potatoes, sweet potatoes, they're all good. All right. However, just don't go nuts on them, okay, to start off with. If you like your carbs, then that's cool. What I don't want you guys doing is going carb free. Okay, I do want you making sure you're getting some carbohydrates down there. Absolutely, you shouldn't be going carb free. No way. All right. Carbohydrate timing is the key in order to get lean. You know, if we're talking about that, you know, as a basic kind of general rule, the majority of your starchy carbs you want to get down after training. So, for instance, if you guys are just trained this evening, then you know most of your starchy carbs for today you want to get down straight away when you get back. So you might have, like, I don't know, if you like made yourself a curry and some rice, then that's absolutely perfect. That's great. Okay, that's a decent meal. You're going to get all these all carbohydrates in your body to replenish your stores within the muscles. And you're going to be living a dream. Okay, so that's what we want there. In terms of hydration, water, lots of it, at least 2 or 3 liters a day, preferably closer to 3. Okay, just get it down, right? If your body's dehydrated a bit, it's not going to be giving up fat, or certainly not going to be giving up as much fat as it should be, and as it needs to, and as it wants to, as you want it to. Okay, it's that simple. Okay, so you know the ideal is really to drink probably a little bit more than 2 or 3 liters, depending on how much you weigh. About 1 liter per 50 pounds of body weight. So if you weigh like 200 pounds, then that's 4 liters. If you weigh 150, that's 3 liters. Right, thereabouts is cool. Herbal and fruit teas we've already spoke about, and decaf coffee we spoke about. There's a shopping list there, just a very, very basic example, and that's really all we need to kind of worry about with regard to that nutrition side of things. Now, obviously, you guys are bound to have questions, so like if you've got questions, then the thing to do is just go into this file section here. If you've got a nutrition-related question, just scroll down and pop it in here. And in fact, soy milk, no, you want to steer clear of soy milk. Anything soy is basically estrogenic, in so much as it actually kind of there's things in there that actually kind of mimic estrogen, which you don't want, particularly if you're trying to lose fat from your legs and arse. Okay, if you're a female. Okay. Also, say have carbs after workout or meal plan. I've carbs before, just clarify when I have them. Yeah, so on the meal plans and that, Siobhan, yeah, I mean, I've given you a couple of different options on there. You know, as I said, you know, the only carbohydrates you're going to eat, you know, it doesn't have to be purely after training. Okay, that's like when you want to get the bulk from down for sure. You know, if you're like 4 days out of 7. You're only getting carbs down after training, then perfect. If on the other 3 you're having an extra portion in the daytime or something, you know, no dramas, you know. Just what you don't want to do is have like 3 massive portions of rice a day or 3 massive portions of potatoes a day. Okay, that's when you start having problems. Like, you know, the thing to do is like, you know, with everything's always about balance when it comes to nutrition and training and life in general. So like, you know, if you're getting good results, you know, doing what you're doing on the program, like just eating how you're eating right now, then you know, then obviously that's going to work well for you. Okay, if if maybe you have a good couple of weeks, and then maybe the next week, you know, some weight don't fall off or some inches don't fall off, then what you want to do then is, you know, we then have a look at your food diary and we think, right, we could probably do a change in this, this, and this. So it is about balance. It's about just making sure we give your body what it needs, you know, sufficient nutrients, sufficient food, predominantly at the right times as well, as I said, and basically kind of get you on top form. So like also within this within the file section here, guys, hopefully you found the cookbook. Which, should I put the cookbook up? Shit, I've not put the cook. Sorry, I need to put a cookbook up here. I'll do that right now for you. I'll slam the cookbook up. Sorry, I thought I'd actually put this in here. What a dick. Let's see if we can slam it up there. Alright, cool. So there's a cookbook going in there for you guys right now. Okay, that in there, there's like, I think like 90 odd recipes, which will be a big help for you guys, because they'll obviously give you 90 clean, healthy recipes. On the cookbook, you could pretty much just go through, pick a couple of recipes, try them out each week, and then you'd be laughing. There's a couple in there which have got like live yogurt, or you know, maybe something like that in there. Anything like that, just obviously just for the first 2 weeks, just kind of steer clear of that to start off with, or just substitute it for like coconut milk or coconut cream or something like that, and then you'll be all good. But other than that, guys, look, hopefully that has been helpful for you. I said, any questions you got, just go into the file section, click on that one there, and just pipe up in the comment section below, and I will be able to get back to you just as soon as I can. All right, so look, guys, have a fabulous evening, whatever you're up to, and I shall catch up with you guys very soon. Take it steady.